Yeah, I mean there was a Chinchu here, but like.
Nah, we already have an
It's
electric
dead
type.
now.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we can.
we just fish
Probably
here.
surf
Actually, you
here.
have a good rod, right?
Yeah, but can anyone learn surf now?
Possibly golem. No.
No.
So you can't get away with that, I'm afraid. Yeah, go for it. Let's see what we find.
Probably a Magikarp.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it. Goldie. I wouldn't.
Oh.
I wouldn't take a Goldie. Just no. It's. You see, the one thing about Gen 1 is that it does like pack itself with some really pointless water types. You know, I know it's padding and all that, but with the concurrent generations, it just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, but I suppose everything would have been fine back in the day.
I suppose. Maybe I'm just being cynical in my
There
old
was
age.
no like power creep or anything.
Okay, so
Not
we're not
even
getting.
in
I think we're
level.
only getting Goldies in that water.
Right.
So in that case, then let's maybe head south and see what we can find down there. Because I think that water just brings us back to a city we've already visited. So I think we need to head south from here.
Yeah, there was this cottage tree.
Mm-hmm. Choose to sort that out.
Okay, we don't need to repel anyway.
Yes. Now I think there could be a big jump in level at this point, but we might be able to manage it. Oh yeah, there's a big jump. Well, I think we can with our types there. We might be able to manage it.
Yep.
Our
we managed.
our super triggered introvert is going to do the trick for us here. We don't need to any other Pokemon now. We can just spam fucking Alakazam at this stage.
Yeah.
And this
oh,
is
there's
where we
another
can
fisher.
surf. Yeah. Now, just when you get a chance, I'd like you to just consult your trainer information, because I think we might actually be able to go somewhere special, if I'm not mistaken.
A Vaporeon would have been really good right now.
Yeah, really would have.
Oh, it really tanked that hit.
Yeah, you
well.
have to remember that Vaporeon has like a serious amount of HP.
Lantern.
Okay, interesting choice. I think Lantern as well has lot of HP, as I remember.
Yeah, okay, we are...
Tulips.
Weird.
Has to be tulips.
Yeah.
Then we can Razor Leaf the Everlofting Oss out of that stupid light up fish.
Yeah, that just hangs about power plants because it just fucking does.
It's a fish hanging out with the wrong crowd, getting itself into trouble, drinking cans with the lads. You know, you can't trust these fish at all.
Yeah.
The worst thing about lanterns is that they're very susceptible to the sesh.
Yeah. Big
dear.
cans of potions with the lads.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, back to fishing.
Okay, let me see. Okay, we have 3 badges left to go. Right. Now, I can't remember where to go next, because I think the 6th gym we have to go to will allow us to surf. Maybe? I can't remember. But either way,
Yeah,
we
we
need
can't
water.
use it now.
Yeah, we
let's
need a water
try the rod. Not here. It'll probably be Goldeen again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pity that. But, right. I'm trying to remember now where we can go next. There is a place that we can go. Basically, that's like a little aside. You know how like Saffron had 2 gyms?
Yeah.
Basically, this is like this game's equivalent of it. But I really just can't recall right now if we are ready to go there yet, because there is again that big jump in level. So,
Can we...
sorry, our game has spazzed out there a little for a bit.
Yeah, that...
That's weird.
Well, there's a Psyduck.
Yeah, and I'm trying to fix ourselves. There we go. That was weird.
No stopping needed, but at least we know where to get a water type.
Just have one tuft of grass.
That's
Yes.
not a duck.
Yeah, pretty much that was we got really attracted to a.
That's a duck, but not the duck we want.
This isn't the duck you're looking for.
There we go.
I think we have a Psyduck already.
This one is a bit closer in level to it.
This is true.
So
And we have a whole lot of rare candies there. We can boost it up a bit if we need to use it.
yeah, Psychic's probably just going to kill it.
No, actually, as you can see, sound is effective against water. Because you know of that old trait of how like sound can just smash through water. That old chestnut
Yeah, of course. Tulips will probably be better here.
against a water type.
No, because of cut.
Oh, I
At least I don't think it will one shot things.
Ooh, Hypno. You know, if we didn't have someone better than you, we would have actually taken you, I think.
God damn, the art into the first set of gears is so damn creepy.
Yeah, Hypno was, I think, the... Actually, what was the creepiest Gen 1 sprite? I want to say Hypno was that, but... I'm trying to think of anything a bit more upsetting than that. Because I know there were, like... Obviously, there were some that were just, like, abhorrently drawn, but... I can't think of anything that was, like, you know, traumatizing.
Neither can I, actually. There were just some that were sort of really awkward.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I think we already mentioned the coffin was, like, drawn upside down, and there was some other mistakes in it.
Yeah.
Okay, take two. Let's see if we do. Would have been a dick move if Cut was disabled right now.
Yeah. That
Okay,
was pretty close.
Let's go and get that. I already have a nickname set up for Psyduck.
Let's hear it then.
Triggered. Because that makes sense if you ever watch the cartoons. It suddenly just gets psychic when it gets really upset. Because it's a very special Psyduck.
Very special.
Could have also accepted Snowflake, but
that would be going a completely different direction.
yeah, if it was an Alolan Psyduck and it was an Ice type, yeah, that would work. But brings us on to the topic actually of the Alolan types. What was your favourite Alolan type and why?
Ooh,
I'm putting you on the spot here, Mookie. I'm forcing you to think.
I think Sandshrew was probably the better one because it gave it like a different way of using it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it got really fast and had the Slush Rush, which like doubled its speed and as well as everything else. So there was that. Dugtrio.
Who you got rid of here, by the way?
That is a good question.
Now I'm quite like I'd have to say Curls because obviously we use Golbat for our flying.
Yeah.
So I as much as I don't like getting rid of rock types, but unfortunately I think for now we have to. And I think we
got triggered.
we got triggered. See, it works. What can I say? I'm a genius.
It really does.
So in that case, then heal up and then stuff that fucker with red candies, presumably rectally, because that's the only way you can trigger a triggered.
Yeah, you gotta make him a fatty.
Get it right up there, yeah, absolutely. But so you're saying that Alolan Sandshrew or Sandshrew is your pick for best type?
Yeah.
First of all, I think it's fair to say for my least favorite, I think I'd have to go for Dugtrio because it actually doesn't add anything to him. You know, if anything. Actually, no. Do you know what? The Rattata was completely pointless.
Yeah, definitely.
And
definitely, I think it got tick fat or something at the end.
Something like that.
Which was kind of like that's interesting, but it's still kind of crap.
Do you know what? I've got a better one. Alolan Meowth and Persian. He made it turn into Garfield. That's not okay. It looks so stupid. It looks like it's genuinely the dumbest. There is like a real kind of race to the bottom between the Dugtrio and the Meowth, or the Persian actually, for the dumbest looking Alolan type. I really don't know who wins that, or if you even classify it as winning.
Losing.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems
now,
so much better.
My favourite one, I'd have to say, is the Marowak, because of its. First of all, I think it did something like completely off, like completely different with it. You know, the type basing and stuff like that. And it actually made it really, really, like, you know, powerful in a sense, because you still have some of the, you know, types from the original Marowak, like ground types and maybe even one or two, like, fighting types or normal type attacks. And then you can mix that in with, like, some really strong fire and ghost type moves as well. And they're all physical as well. So
yeah, it still kept Lightning Rod as well.
Yes, so, that's true, it did.
Yeah,
so
in a way it might have been ground still.
Yeah, I'm sure. I got the time I was looking at it and going, Fire Ghost, that makes absolutely no sense. But then in practice, then it looked so much better. Wait, are you going back healing?
No, just random walking around.
Oh, you're trying to evolve Triggered, are you?
Yeah, I think it was 33.
Yeah, I think it's 33 too. It's either R33 or 37. We'll know now in a minute.
But, yeah, he was.
We might make progress while we're there. So, but
the trial with the dancing
Marowaks, yeah,
that was really good as well.
No, what I liked that Eric said about it was that like just like the last one was because it was, like the idea was the puzzle with it was that you supposed to like spot like noticeable subtle differences between 3 Marowaks, and the last one is literally just a Pokemon fucking appears out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, here's the problem.
Yeah, and it's like a giant fire-breathing lizard.
Yeah,
it isn't a dragon.
Which then brings me, segue nicely into what is your preferred team in Sun and Moon? What was the team that got you to the Pokemon League?
Well, I chose Listen.
Okay.
Partly because when I saw Popplio's final evolution, I was like, I just didn't really like it.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. Remember when the war kind of announced that everyone was like fawning over Litten, and then everyone was really fawning over the owl. I can't remember the name.
Rowlet.
Thank you. And everyone was just like, "Oh, these are too cute. What's a water type?" Nobody cares about the water type. Because everyone just shit on it because it wasn't as like interesting as the other two.
I actually liked Popplio when it was just like the circus seal,
the clown seal, yeah.
Because it was just goofy and that was fine. But then when it
actually had decent stats as well, if I recall, and a really good like type orientation. Because like you could have. Because you have a good bit of crossover between water and fairy, you can have basically like all special attacks, and then it's like water, ice, fairy, and psychic. And I was like, "Fuck, that's a good set." You know, it knocks out quite a bit.
Yeah, the Incineroar had a little bit
of leeway
like that. Like it could learn Leech Life for some reason.
And this was the gen that Leech Life got really boosted as well.
Yeah, it actually became useful. It was like 4 times as strong.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I had Splitting, from the off, and then the minute I saw Rockruff, like before the game even came out, it was just a rock dog. I had to, and of course,
triggers become super triggered.
Oh, pity we can't rename and fit that in.
Unfortunately not.
So let's teach it Surf.
Yeah, I think we get the housekeeping out of the way,
and we'll probably heal up before we keep on going.
Yeah,
Disable.
Because nothing is going to make something more triggered by standing on it as you float across water. That to me, that would trigger me if that happened.
What would trigger me is like trying to ride a Rhydon and
yeah, that
the giant rock beast that could apparently swim.
Tyranitar was the same way. I never made sense of that either.
Yeah, I don't know why they did it, but it was just something you accepted, right?
Yeah, no, it's just like it's a happy accident, that's all you can say. But what I was going to say was so your team then we have what? Let's say
Rockruff,
Incineroar and Lycanroc then, which would be your 2.
Yeah, because I had Sun, so I had the midday Lycanroc.
The not as good one.
Well, he got a rock type quick attack, so that was just fine for what I wanted. He didn't really need it because he was quick enough, but it's not like online or anything, so the redundancy is fine.
That's fair.
And I also eventually got a shiny version of him.
Ooh. I beg your pardon.
He's not much better. He's blue.
That makes all the difference, I'm sure.
But Finders Keepers and all that.
Yes.
I'm trying to think back because
it's been a while since we played, actually.
Yeah, it's been a really long while, and I remember only going around with about 4 of them.
For the one that you actually...
Yeah, I had a really small team starting off. The Bird.
Toucannon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that was another thing I saw, like, when they were announcing new Pokemon, that was just like, it looked so goofy. It starts off as a woodpecker and then into a
hummingbird,
dirty, yeah, it's kind of like in its teenage stage. and then
it turns
you got like
a really cranky looking toucan,
like one of the most cranky birds you will ever see.
Exactly. I was actually quite tickled by it myself, and I never went for it though myself in the end.
But like I love just how angry it was, and I had the fighting Z move, from very early on because it could learn.
Yes, that's right.
Some fighting move itself like rock smash, and even in the Z move animations, which were really well done, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
You just constantly looked really angry.
Yeah. Wasn't the one you kept pointing out to me was the flying one where it was like falling from above?
Yeah, but
it was closes in on the eye. That's really cranky.
Yeah, and it's not like the beak opens up or anything.
No, it's just it just stares at you as it falls right.
Oh no, we have no more full heals. That is not good.
That sucks. Well, we just kind of fight until we faint and then revive. That was my old trick. So. While you're trying to, so what we have? That's like 3 so far we have.
Yeah, and then what else was there? There was one of the grass types that I actually shelved just because I wanted it.
Yeah, there was two. There was two I remember.
It was the mantis one. I feel really stupid for not remembering all the names right now.
It has been a while, in fairness.
Yeah, but. We had Litten, we had Rockruff, we had Toucanon. Then I had Legendary. They're like Solgaleo.
Solgaleo, yeah.
Like, used that in the end just because, it was pretty damn decent.
Mm-hmm.
Then Wishy Washy.
Oh yeah, I fucking love that thing.
It was just like it was never really that amazing for me, but it was like just the tankiest thing ever.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was just funny, like healing it up in the middle of a fight and then it going back into like the school form.
No, but that's the thing. You have to survive. You have to survive the turn first, and then you could tank it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember myself now what I went for. I know I went for a few things alright that were kind of the obvious choices, but at the time I just said I just need to go for these ones. So the ones I remember, I'll show you my team while you're trying to remember the rest of yours. I think you're in the wrong place, by the way. You want to go back down south where you were?
Yeah, like southwest.
Yeah,
but
you just hit up first. Fair enough. So the ones I have, my team then that got me to the championship was I went for Rowlet instead of Litten, because I actually really really like the design of the Decidueye. I think it's actually one of the better design ones that they've had in quite a long time, because there's a few things going on there. It had the whole kind of like Archer thing, Robin Hood, the ghost type as well, which is really weird to have as a starter. It was very different. It's a pity too. The stats didn't really back it up in a sense, but. It was a nice little attempt at it anyway. The other one I went for as well was Salazzle, primarily because again, very much so, there was nothing there, no?
No, there was a dragon scale, and that's
a pity. Okay, in that case then, guess we can't actually go for our 6th badge now then, if that's the case. Yes, we can. So if we then go and fly back to our hometown, which is Seashore Town, we can challenge the gym battle in. Might be a bit over level for us, but we might be able to manage it. The types might be in our favour here. So you see
let's just surf over here actually.
I would not do. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Just see what we can find.
Yeah.
We might be able to get another rare candy or something. Oh, that's
Yeah, that's just a box. That's not even a hut. That's just a box on its own. No doors, no windows. That's where someone has been punished basically.
Right. Oh, and there is something else, right?
A trade stone, nice. In case we ever need that again. So yes, Salazzle was also part of my team.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It could poison steel types.
Yes, that's actually the reason why I went for it.
Really narrow though. It's really narrow application of it, but.
Yeah.
Is this the victory road?
Nope, it is it is a bonus dungeon for the final level, which is just kind of left open. So
and we can't run.
Nope. So I'm sorry I kind of led you into the trap here, but
well, we have the time. Continue on talking.
Yes. I'll just talk calmly as our team get decimated by something far more powerful than us. Yes, so Salazzle, yeah, the reason I went for it was because of the ability. I was just very, very intrigued by it. It's okay. I'll be honest. The thing about it can only evolve if it's a female thing really does trip you up if you didn't know about it beforehand. So you could be there with the pre-evolved form. That is a male type, and you're just trying to level up, and you could get nowhere with it. Now, that being said, I think there is. I think the Pokedex entry does say that the female type is superior, so that's fair. But if you're not paying attention to that, then you're kind of like pissing up a tree. Then if you're trying to get it evolved, the other one I went for, I kind of went for the gimmicks really in my team. Wishy Washy was another one because I needed a water type, and I think just at the time I was able to catch it where the trial was based around it, so I was able to catch one there. I then went for Vikavolt because I do like having an electric type in my team, and it also is a bug type as well, but it can learn quite a few handy moves like Flash Cannon and a few others as well. So it had a nice bit of cover with it. My favourite one out of them all, though, I think, was Golisopod because of the it has the ability basically to switch out halfway through whenever it gets half its HP run down. So I quite liked it as a result, especially because it has like a real high defense, like physical defense, and I think that's also water type and bug type as well. But it has some quite handy little features to it, so I used it quite a bit. And I can't quite remember what my other Pokemon was. It could very well have been Lycanroc because I did like I had the Moon version just for clarification. So I think I would have gone for Lycanroc because of the Midnight form, and that was it. I actually kind of plateaued fairly quickly after that. So I think I switched to the pseudo legendary, which was the fighting dragon one, which was a bit of a disappointment actually. I thought it was a bit shit. And that's my team then, I think. I can't remember what was your one now, actually.
When you mentioned Vikavolt, I actually remembered that I had Magneton because...
You had Magnezone, if I remember correctly.
Magnezone in the end, because when you mentioned Vikavolt, it reminded me of the fact that, like, both of the electric types, you couldn't evolve till later on. You had to go to the specific area.
Yeah, they were, like, later versions, alright, yeah.
And... that was like
that sucked.
I mean, I was hoping to at least get Mr. Marquez down.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I had the Eviolite from Magneton. So it was never that bad. So it was just always really tanky, even against the ground types to a certain extent. And I think that was my team, so Magnezone, Incineroar, Toucannon, Lycanroc, and Wishy-Washy.
So you have one more then?
I kind of had it free for a while actually, just because you know the.
You said you had a grass type.
Oh, but the grass type was just kind of there, but I never really used it.
Yeah, because I was able to.
Lurantis, that was the name.
Lurantis, it's the one with the blades, basically.
Yeah, the one that like creeps up and tries to kill you in the grass.
Yeah, like a fucking giant version of it or something.
That was actually pretty scary.
Yeah, look, it had its moments. Nice!
Shit!
Holy shit! Can we survive this? Ooh, Typhlosion. I don't know. Don't think we can.
No, well, we've lost Triggered.
Fuck, we have a level 40 Alakazam now. That's something. That's one to tell the grandkids. We can. This can be done.
If we're lucky. Or we get one shot.
Oh
no! We're burnt.
Fuck. Okay, well, at least we paralyze it. We can give Chafing a fighting chance, but it's a steel type, so we're kind of screwed either way.
Yeah.
So just go for Thunder and lie back and think of England. Oh dear. Oh dear.
No.
Yep, that was a disappointment. But hey,
GG.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Oh,